Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. It's a Wednesday afternoon, and we are going to talk about Kate. Kate plus 8, Kate plus date, Kate minus 2, Kate has 4, Kate has 2 away. You know, whatever you want to call her. Kate Gosselin, Katie G. Katie G in the place to be. All right, you guys. So she has been on our TVs for a very long time, a very, very, very long time. And there's been a lot of stuff in the news lately with the reemergence of Collin, their son, that had been away for several years at a specific facility that Kate had sent him to. In the media, Kate had been very, very vague about what was going on with him. John was pleading in the media for any indication of where he was. He was repeatedly stated during the time that he was gone that he had no idea where Collin was. And earlier this fall had made the claim that he found out about where Collin was through a roommate that sent a letter to him, and he received a call from his manager at the time letting him know that Collin was at a facility and Collin wanted to come home. Over the course of several months, John said that he worked with the facility to bring Collin back home and get him out of this facility. John claims that he should not have ever been there, and Kate had put him there for I can't remember what reason. And he claims now that Collin has been diagnosed with several specific issues related to the time in which they were filming the show, John and Kate plus 8. He also claims that he has been given diagnoses directly related to things that have resulted from his relationship with Kate. Because of that, recently John was in the news claiming that it will take years for Collin to actually recover from his everything he experienced during his time away and his separation from his family. John actually spoke to the Sun US, and spoke out about Kate not working as an RN right now, along with the fact that Collin will need some time and healing to get through what he went through while he was away. Now, during his time away, Collin was at a facility in Pennsylvania to deal with issues that Kate said were for special needs, and she was always very vague about what was going on behind the scenes. So, during the time he was in this facility, John claimed on Dr. Oz that Kate only visited Collin 3 separate times in 3 years. And he said that since he has returned Collin home in December of 2018, that Collin and Kate have not had any contact, nor has has Collin tried to reach out to his mother. Earlier this year, he told the Daily Mail, John, that there's a no contact order in place. And he also noted that Kate is actually in contempt of court related to the fact that she filmed the most recent special of John and Kate, or Kate plus 8's trip to college or something. And she didn't have any sort of work permits. Well, a couple days ago, it was Mother's Day, and Collin made a very touching message to Colleen, who is John's longtime girlfriend, who he lives with, and she has a couple of her own kids, and they have this blended family. And Collin called Colleen his mom figure, and he said that Colleen always has his back, and that he was so glad that he had Colleen. Now, it was subtle shade to Kate because obviously on Mother's Day he did not send any messages to Kate. Now, a source connected to the family is saying that Collin is not interested or isn't trying to repair his relationship with his mother, and Kate isn't either. So the two of these people, Kate, who is, I believe, 45, 46 years old, has given up or is not going to try to repair any sort of relationship with her son, Collin, who is 16 years old. The source went on to say that they still have no relationship, and who knows what the future may hold. So, isn't that weird? Can you think about that? Think about that. First off, being a mom, having a kid, sending that kid away, and then not even reaching out to that kid while they're away, visiting 3 times, and then when they finally get out, you're like, I'm done. John did say there's a no contact order, so that could be part of it, but it's weird. Anyways, apparently these two, John and Kate, it's their tenuous relationship that is a part of the problem. Apparently, there was some recent custody changes, and apparently that added more tension. The source says John continues to get under Kate's skin. That will probably never change, but now their son Collin is doing it too. So Collin, I feel like, is almost a little bit like John in a way. Like John just is at this point where he is fed up and he is speaking out and he is standing up for his kids and he is trying to say like, hey, I've had enough of this. Like, you know, this is not okay. And Collin is 16 years old and he has social media and he is making his feelings and thoughts known about his mother indirectly in statements about his dad, calling his dad the only person that's ever had his back. And, you know, making Colleen, speaking out that Colleen, John's girlfriend, was his mother figure. So apparently, you know, Collin makes the post to Colleen on Mother's Day, and the source says that they really highly doubt that Collin would have even reached out to Kate on Mother's Day. And they said, but they did say that there's absolutely no way that Kate's feelings weren't hurt after seeing the message that Collin posted. I guess, I mean, but, you know, obviously it's going to hurt a mother, right? If your child is saying that somebody else is a better mom than you are, but like at what point is it your responsibility as the mother? It's your responsibility to take care of your kids. It's your responsibility to be there for them, thinking that it's not your responsibility to stick them in a facility that they're not supposed to be in and then not visit them. That's just screams of some issues going on there. The source went on to say that Collin thinks the world of Colleen, and he really does consider her an unofficial stepmom. He loves her, and he loves her kids too, Jesse and Jordan. That's why he posted about her on Mother's Day. Collin trusts Colleen, and he gets advice from her and looks up to her. So that's awesome. I mean, it seems as though right now John and Colleen are able to provide a very stable background and a place for Collin to land. Collin has, as John said, a lot of repairing to do and a lot of trauma from the years in the facility and completely separated from the family. He actually was talking about how, I think it was on Dr. Oz, they had to go through therapy for like reintegration. Like they had to be reintroduced because Kate had alienated the kids from him. And so they had to go through therapy to basically get to know each other again, as though they hadn't seen each other in years and as though they didn't know anything about each other. Imagine that. Imagine that level of alienation. So apparently, Colleen is not going to get into the middle of things with Collin and Kate's relationship. She loves her life and she cares a lot about Collin, and she'll always support and care for him, according to the source, as long as they're in her life. And they also said that Colleen remains respectful to Kate as a mother, and she doesn't think about Kate, but she's not going to slam Kate either. She would never talk badly about Kate to Collin or Hannah. So, you know, Colleen has never really said anything publicly, and she has, you know, given the fact that this family is so out in the public, she could, but she really doesn't. She's not that kind of person. So she's sort of this quiet, sort of sturdy support. Colleen and John have been together for years, I think 6 maybe at this point. So this is a long-standing relationship for his kids. And, you know, with anytime you add a partner into the life of a child, you want them to be there to love the child as their own. And it sounds that Colleen is giving Collin that unconditional love. And at least there's a mother figure in his life that's there for him. It makes me wonder what happened. Like, what was this final straw that sent him there, or that made Kate think that that was her only option to send Collin? And then while there, why was it? I mean, obviously, yes, she has 6, 7 other kids, but even though you have 7 other kids, that shouldn't stop you, especially like if you were to allow the father to have a relationship with them, from the kids from going to see your son. It's almost like Kate stuck him away at this place, told no one in the media, told no one about it, wanted to make some sort of problem going away. Now, there's all kinds of rumors about why he's there, but John says that he has nothing diagnosed that should have put him there, and that a lot of his issues were related to not wanting to film and not necessarily being compliant to Kate, and that Kate abused him. So if that's true, Kate sticks him away, doesn't tell John where he is. I don't know how that's not criminal, to be honest. Like, if John has any sort of custodial rights, how is that legal? Part of me just wonders, like, will she ever face legal consequences for what happened with him? And if he's not going to make up with her and she's just not going to make up with him, imagine being that stubborn as a mother. You're 45 years old and you are not going to forgive your 16-year-old son and you don't want to have a relationship with him. That seems so weird to me. This child came out of you. You grew that baby in your tummy. Like, you gave that child life for so many months while it was growing, and then you nurtured it, and you delivered the baby, and then the baby came home, and you had so many kids to take care of. Maybe it was too overwhelming. I don't know. But as it is now, Collin has apparently no interest in ever reconciling with Kate at this time. So tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think it's Collin's responsibility to make amends, or is it Kate's? And do you think after being put away for 3 years that you could forgive your sibling or your parent for doing that to you? And are you team Collin, team Kate, or team I just want this family to find a way to mend the fences? All right, you guys, tell me in the comments below. Bye.